Hi, and welcome to our Accessibility Level Up series. Today, we'll be discussing accessible design requirements for AI. Imagine this scenario. You've designed a beautiful, intelligent feature. It's sleek, it's predictive, and it's going to save users hours of tedious work. You hand it off to engineering, and it looks perfect. But then, a screen reader user tries to use it. Suddenly, that intelligence becomes a black box. The AI is thinking, but the user hears silence. The AI produces a result, but the keyboard focus is lost. In that moment, the most advanced feature becomes completely invisible and completely unusable. AI is only useful if it can be effectively used. Adequately designing for the conversation between humans and AI is essential for workplace adoption. As said by one of our closest customer partners, accessibility is necessary for 20% of the population. For 60%, it's important and enhances their experience, but it's good for 100%. We aren't just designing pixels on a screen anymore. We're designing conversations between humans and algorithms. If our designs only cover how the AI looks and not how it behaves for every user, we're leaving access to chance. And in software, chance, or a lack of intentional accessible design, presents a barrier to entry. Today, let's look at how we can begin to bridge that gap. We're moving beyond the standard accessibility checklist and diving into specific requirements for AI, like how to document non-deterministic states, how to handle AI thinking time, and how to ensure every user is empowered to succeed. Let's get into it. First, let's ground ourselves in the areas we need to document. When we design for AI, we focus on predictability, feedback, and control. We need to ensure that the user, not the machine, is always in the driver's seat. This starts with structure. AI often pulls data from disparate sources into one view. We must document how these fields are grouped. By using proper semantic containers, we ensure that assistive technologies can communicate the relationships between an AI suggestion and the field it's meant to populate. Next is keyboard accessibility. AI features often rely on modern touch gestures like swipes or long presses. However, we must document single pointer alternatives. Not all users can swipe to dismiss an AI suggestion, so there must be a clear keyboard accessible button or a custom action menu to achieve the same result. And this is simple but essential. Don't overlook the page title. It should be unique, descriptive, and summarize what is on the page. When AI generates a new summary or a dynamic report, the page title must update so a screen reader user knows exactly where they've landed. Finally, consider the layout. AI can make screens visually complex. While a single column layout is often straightforward, multi-column AI dashboards require explicit focus order documentation. We recommend using a focus order plugin during handoff to show developers exactly where the tab key should take the user next. Now, let's look at common interaction patterns. Most importantly, AI should never increase cognitive load. Instructions must be clear and concise. Related items should be grouped together, and users must be able to control the pace of the interaction. If an AI types out a response, the user should be able to pause or read it at their own speed. When using AI to autofill content or provide suggestions, the fastest, most direct option should come first in the reading order. Any AI guidance should be woven into the main page flow rather than hidden in pop-ups, and whenever possible, provide the source the AI is using. Transparency builds trust. When AI automatically adds or updates content, we have to make sure that content is clearly identified. Crucially, screen reader users must be notified via ARIA Live regions that content has changed. Silence during a background update is a major accessibility failure. Building on that, when data changes on a screen, users need a safety net. Always provide a confirmation message before data is saved or submitted. There should also be a clear, easy way to undo or revert to the state before the AI autofill was applied. And lastly, provide multiple ways to review or input information. This might mean providing sound alerts along with visual notifications, or letting users export AI-generated data into accessible formats like Excel or PDF for deeper review. By prioritizing accessibility from the ground up, we aren't just adding an accessibility layer. We are fundamentally designing for everyone. We're reaching the end of our design segment of the Level Up series, But we'll be following up with a series of sessions focused on accessibility skills for developers, as well as a series for testers, mobile accessibility, and accessibility strategy. So be on the lookout for future sessions. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, and we'll see you next time.